Are you starting YouTube for the money? Hiya and welcome to my 1000 subscriber Q&A. I am simultaneously mind blown and humbled to be doing this at all, so thank you so much to everyone. I asked you to send me in questions on Instagram, and apologies if I do not get to yours. I had a lot more than I anticipated, so if you still have a burning question at the end of this, feel free to DM me. I will try to get back to you. So I have the questions here, and let's get straight into it. The first question, and one I don't think I'm getting away from, is why did you start YouTube? I don't know how to put this shortly and sweetly. I wanted to create a space, so a tiny little corner on the internet, where I talk about things that I am interested in, and the potential side effects to this are one, that one day hopefully someone can watch my video and benefit from it, and two, I hope it puts me in a position wherein I can connect with people who have similar interests to me. So I guess those are the two reasons that I started a YouTube channel, and you know, it's also cool that I get to be creative because that is also something that I like. So yeah. The second question is, what is something weird about you? Where do I even start with this one? There's a lot of weird things about me. I think the most recent one that I discovered is that I eat apples whole, like top to bottom, including the core, and apparently not everyone does this. It saves you a lot of time from getting up and throwing things away, and also you don't create any waste, and you don't have to leave the sticky middle parts in random places. So I would definitely recommend getting used to eating apples that way. Are you starting YouTube for the money? What money? I've just lost money with this channel. I did think about this a lot before starting a channel, so I did explore my thinking and my reasoning to the extent that I can. But I've never bought a lottery ticket in my life, and I think starting YouTube to make money is kind of on the level of buying a lottery ticket. You don't really know what will happen. If I wanted to make money, I could just continue working on the channel that I am and make money the same day rather than lose money through doing YouTube. So no, it is definitely not for the money. Having said that, obviously, if I could make some of it back that I've lost in it already, that would be absolutely fabulous. So I wouldn't say no to it, but it's not a money-making strategy. The next question is, stop wearing black. That is not a question, but I will refer to it anyway. Everyone asks me about this. Do I only wear black? Yes, I do. For the last 6 years, I've worn exclusively black, almost, except for scrubs, obviously, which are blue or pink. But unless I'm staying over at someone else's house or borrowing their clothes, which then it's fine, all of my clothes are only black. And the reason for this is that it's just a lot simpler. I get to make less choices in the morning, everything goes with everything else, and it's really easy. My goal for 2021 is to wear something that is not black and buy non-black clothes. So if anyone has recommendations, please let me know. The next question is, why don't you ask people to subscribe to you? And there were 2 or 3 of these, and I was very surprised that anyone noticed, but yes, I don't ask people to subscribe to me on YouTube, and yes, it is intentional. The reason for this is that it was initially a huge barrier to me for starting YouTube, that I could never imagine sitting in front of a camera and asking people to do something for me. It just makes me really uncomfortable. And I know it's what everyone does on YouTube, and I have absolutely no qualms with it. I respect them massively for being able to do it. It just makes me really, really uncomfortable. So I can't. The way that I approach it is that people know where the subscribe button is, so if they want to, they will anyway. I just don't do it. Having said that, I am insanely grateful for anyone who has subscribed so far. It actually blows my mind. Every time it happens, it makes me so happy, and it's probably not a good long-term strategy to tie my happiness to YouTube, but I just cannot believe that anyone has even watched my video, let alone thought, oh, this is okay, I could watch some more of this. That just blows my mind every single time. So I'm endlessly grateful, but no, I don't think I'll be asking people to subscribe soon. Maybe one day I'll be a legitimate YouTuber and say like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. No, I can't do it, no. Will you stay in London forever? Oh, very good question. I would say most likely not, just because even though I've lived in London the majority of my life, I haven't traveled the world as much as I'd want to, and you know, it's a big-ish place, so chances are I'll fall in love with something somewhere else and end up living there. So statistically, probably not, but I'll still come back to it because my heart is here. What did you want to be when you were younger? Oh, I love this. I spent a lot of time thinking of what I wanted to do when I was younger. Initially, I wanted to be an artist and a theatre actress, but this was kind of my unrealistic childhood dream. I don't think I'm creative enough for that. But later, as an adult, I seriously considered going into physics and philosophy and becoming an astrophysicist and science communicator. That was my absolute strongest dream. It's still my run away with a circus dream that I would do now as an adult. I really enjoy talking to people and connecting with people people, and because I'm also a massive nerd, I guess kind of medicine fits in with that, so that's why I picked medicine in the end. So it was one of my childhood dreams, but not my main childhood dream, if that makes sense. What is your favorite painting? I love this, and let me get it. So this is my favorite painting. It is the Starry Nights by Van Gogh, and I could go on for days why this should be everyone's favorite painting, but yeah, I made this in 2018, and it is just a copy of the original one, but it has come with me everywhere I go. It's always in my bedroom. It is such an important symbol to me. So yes, this is my favorite painting. Thank you for asking. So what is your favorite Starbucks order? I don't drink coffee. It tastes really, really grim, and I have a reason for this actually. I have a SNP, so a polymorphism, that makes coffee taste more bitter to me and also affects me more. So I can drink coffee at 1 p.m. and I'll be awake at 1 a.m. So I just drink decaf tea all the way, love my teas, will never drink coffee. It is disgusting. The next question is, can you overview your journey into medicine? This is a very common question. I was thinking of doing a video about it, but I honestly bore myself talking about this, let alone other people, so I decided against it. But basically, I applied for medicine when I was in high school, so that was back in 2014, and I got accepted into King's College London, where I study now. But I ended up deferring by 1 year, which then spiraled into deferring for 3 years, and I only started medical school in 2018. So yeah, for that reason, I'm a lot older than everyone else. So I'm 25 years old now, but I don't have another undergraduate degree. So I'm older than the postgrads, but I don't have a postgraduate degree. So that explains that. Who are my favorite YouTubers? This is very, very easy. I really didn't watch YouTube before. Only since I've started my channel, I've tried to kind of take inspiration and learn from other YouTubers to improve my own videos. But before that, I really didn't use YouTube a lot. So my favorite YouTubers are 4. So that's Ali Abdaal, Veritasium, Vsauce, and What I've Learned. I'll link those channels below. They are brilliant. What are your favorite books? Ugh. I can't pick. If I would have to pick the one that has been the most life-changing for me, I think it would have to be Harry Potter, because until I was 13, all I did was just read Harry Potter. Basically, when the new books would come out, I would do nothing until I'd finished them. I remember my mum once actually hid a book in the freezer because I would find it everywhere else it was hidden. I just had to finish it. I love them so much. So definitely Harry Potter. And I also keep the first Harry Potter book that I had always with me. So I carry it no matter where I travel because it makes me feel really nostalgic. My favorite book as an adult is To the Lighthouse by Virginia Woolf. It's not a giftable book, nothing really happens in it, but you know, if you know, you know, it's brilliant. What tips do you have for smaller YouTubers? I do have a video on this already that I'll link, but there's one thing that I didn't mention in that video that really, really helps me, and that's the rule of 20%. So it's very, very easy to compare yourself to others and think, why is no one watching my videos? When you start, there's literally like no views almost, and you're saying, I'm saying the same things as everyone else. Why does no one want to listen to me? What's wrong with me? Am I really bad at this? And this is a thought that I definitely still have so much. But if 20% of your subscribers watch your video, that is really, really good. Let's say you have 40 subscribers, you should expect to have only 8 views per video. And if you have 8, that is great, you're doing things right. If you have 9 or more, then that's absolutely brilliant, that video is doing so well. And if you have less than 8, then that's great, that's an opportunity to learn. So this is kind of the way that I view my videos. I hope that's kind of pacifying in the sense of why are my videos not doing well, which is something that I definitely have all the time. What are my top 5 favorite films of all time? I don't actually watch a lot of TV or movies. I think it's because I live alone. I can't pay attention to them. I'll start and I'll be super excited and I'll get some popcorn and I'll sit down, and then 10 minutes in I'm like, okay, I'm done, I want my phone, or I'll just leave and do something else. So I really struggle to concentrate. But if I'm with other people, I find it a lot easier and more entertaining to watch movies because it becomes a social activity. So to answer this question, I'll give one of my favorite movies, which is what's it called? Shutter Island. There we go. So yeah, my favorite movie of all time would be Shutter Island. If you have any good movie recommendations, please let me know. Next question is how to study and do YouTube at the same time. I don't think it's very different to doing anything else, and most people have something that they do on the side, be that a part-time job, or they like to watch movies, or they do sports and different things. So I don't think it's too dissimilar to that. I think it's just a case of organizing your time. The next question is, do you know what specialty you want to go into? I've been set on surgery for a very long time. time. However, recently, I think in this last year, a lot has changed in how I view the world, and definitely my opinions on surgery and medicine in general have changed a lot. I do know that if I do end up staying in medicine, it will probably be something quite practical. So maybe surgery, maybe anesthetics, maybe emergency medicine. So yeah, I think something very practical. How do I deal with so many messages? I love this. In real life, me as Elizabeth, I am not popular at all. I don't get many messages, but in my different roles at work, I have to respond to a lot of messages. And I think that that kind of spills onto my personal life in that I am notorious for not answering people for very, very long periods of time. I would say my secret is to remove read receipts in your WhatsApp, and also to make it clear to your friends that your response rate is not at all in any way a reflection of your affection for them. So yeah, those would be my top 2 tips. That's going to be everything for now. Sorry, I do not want to make this painfully long. I also haven't technically asked anyone for consent to use their names in this video, so I'll just anonymize every question here. If you did ask a question, thank you so much. And if you made it to the end of this video, as always, thank you for spending this time with me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Be kind to yourself and others, and don't believe everything you think. Thanks. Bye.